All right, good morning, everyone. Right now, we are looking at a large move down, pretty low increase in OI at the moment, just due to the fact that we got this large drop down. Again, a lot of longs getting closed out and liquidated. Right now, we're just kind of hovering below the VWAP at the moment before the cash open, which is in about 6 minutes here. However, with this rise up, though, I'm noticing slight increases in delta in the footprint bar chart here. As noted, if we kind of zoom in here, 2 million, 1.2 million, 700K. However, it doesn't really mean too much right now, just due to the fact that we're seeing a die down in volume ever since this spike right here. Just going off of the 3-minute time frame here, you can see we're getting a 73 million volume spike. So this might be a continuation to the downside. Just looking and zooming out here of what really support this was. Again, we're just giving up this whole move, sort of a Bart Simpson, it seems. So taking out these lows from over here before we got this large spike up. Again, very nice move here. It was kind of unexpected, but nevertheless, we could see Bitcoin taking out a lot of longs within this range here, spiking down with absorption and then getting this push up. Again, looking to be a short squeeze, just turning on net shorts here as we get higher and higher up and towards the third deviation of the VWAP here. And then we just kind of hover around for a little bit and then finally make a spike up, followed by another spike up. And so that's where we are here today. Bitcoin giving up pretty much everything at the moment. So we'll see if we can get a push up. Right now, I was kind of looking for more absorption of buyers, just holding up price here. We aren't really at too big of a significant level, just on the charts here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Come on, load. There we are. So I'll just update this. So again, sort of in a high volume node area within this value area range. Again, it would be nice to see more of a continuation to the downside if we do lose this. Right now, just looking at the order flow though, I am not really seeing anything particular that would make me bullish in this. Just the only thing I see really right now is just longs coming in again. Not too many shorts closing, but it might be one of those instances where we get a rejection out of the VWAP and then we continue down towards the point of control. But we'll see what happens here. Again, this is a large support and resistance flip along with a large volume here. So we might range for a while here if we do come down towards this point of control area. Not necessarily thinking we're gonna really lose it per se, but again, it might call for a little bit more of a steady trading day. Really depends on whatever the ES is doing, as that did get a large gap down. But if this does hold, just looking at higher time frames here, I'll go to the 1 hour. We can look for longs up on towards this daily, and then really on the larger time frame, not really saying this 6,500 is really a good swing point, but we can look up on towards the 19s if we do break above this daily. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens first. I'm not really expecting a total moonshot up on towards the 19K region. Again, we can kind of get this spike up like we've been getting out of this daily, and then finally get a rejection down. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not really seeing too much activity right now, just due to the fact we're getting low volume in this ranging, so I'm not really getting too excited for a long, although I'm looking, but might be a scenario where we kind of lose this range. So hanging tight at the moment. The people who are still short from up here, I would actually hold those shorts. This does seem to be a bearish market structure. Just looking at market structure on really the 15-minute here, kind of failed to break above this high right here, as this high kind of confirmed that right here. So again, just kind of looking for down here, and we'll see what happens within that. So that's kind of what Bitcoin's doing in a nutshell. Gold, we'll take a look at gold. So gold, nice rejection out of the resistance. Again, I am looking towards down here, so 1710 to say the least. Again, this might be one of those scenarios where we kind of hover around a little bit. However, this does look to be a pretty good drop down. Again, this can add further pressure onto Bitcoin. And again, like I said earlier, 16,500 could be a scenario if gold does decide to continue on this downside, which is looking more likely. However, I don't really have any volume analysis on, so it's a little bit more of a challenge to track this, but just looking at market structure of when gold came into resistance here we could see, I marked out the wrong point. Here we could see we made a local high, finally took out that high, dropped down, and within that drop, hold on, within that drop, I'll redraw this fib here. Within that drop, we got a nice rejection out of the 786, along with it being a retest of this resistance. And ever since then, we continued with a drop down. I'm curious if this was a resistance as well. Yes, very nice spike up and towards the golden pocket, and finally got a nice rejection down. So looks pretty bearish just looking at market structure. Again, I don't really have volume with me to really analyze it, but that's just going off of fibs and support and resistance. But that's really TA in a nutshell at the moment. We'll see what the S&P and ES decide to do here shortly. Wonder how many people we have on this morning. All right, we have a few viewers. So what I'm nervous about is the VIX is getting awfully low. You can't really do TA on the VIX, so kind of ignore this trend line. But again, we're getting awfully low in the 20s, around the 18s. So again, a spike up in the VIX would be bearish for ES, which would be bearish for Bitcoin. So that's just kind of a side note that I'm looking at the moment. So I suppose we can look for possible short here. Seem to be pumping up on the volume at the moment. At the VWAP. Decent amount of delta, nothing too bullish. Let's take a look if we have any single prints from this move down here. It doesn't seem we do on the 30-minute here. But possibly looking for a short maybe at this golden pocket, as that is nice confluence with a daily value area high, along with it kind of eating up some liquidity within this candle here before we got this large move down. So not too many shorts in here, but nevertheless, there is shorts that did help push this move down. So could be one of those scenarios where we stop out a few people who locked in profits down here. That's just one of my guess. Hold on, let me fix. Let me got some spam on the channel right now. Again, not looking too good. If you want to draw patterns in this case, get kind of iffy when it's making lower highs on a 3-minute like this. We're still getting spam on the channel. Remove. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's take a look at Delta here. Delta not looking too bad. This candle though, somewhat bearish, but I'm just not really seeing too much support underneath us at the moment. Plus the developing day value area seems to be pretty close within the previous day value area, so might get a ranging day today on a Friday before for the weekend here. Yeah, longs and shorts closing out at the moment. Let's see here. It's interesting just looking at this chart here. The next naked daily point of control isn't until 19K area. These naked daily point of controls have been making nice scalps. I haven't really been taking them too much. I did take that one where we did see nice absorption, but other than that, they are pretty nice to take in a ranging market. Which in this case, can say we're developing a range here. Might range for like the next 2.5 weeks here or something, but nevertheless, I am expecting somewhat of a move up before we see any lower on Bitcoin. Yeah, just no sign of shorts coming in at the moment. Seeing more longs close out. We'll see if we can get a short in out of this daily value high. It'll be a short scalp. Really, the take profit would be the previous day low in this case. So kind of looking something like it's exactly 1-to-1 risk to reward. Yeah, not really seeing too many signs to short quite yet. Again, just low volume here. People are quiet today. Seems to be somewhat of a rejection here. Let's see here. Whoa. Some selling imbalances coming in. Good delta, negative delta, that is. We do have a possibility of some trapped longs here. Longs look to be exhausted though. Just looking at CBD. We'll see what happens. This might be a quicker stream. I'm looking for a little bit higher. Again, I'm not really sure if I'm going to even take it just to the fact it's 1-1. It's hard to tell at the moment too. There's a pretty quick buy up from the bottom. Good amount of selling imbalances. Increase my tick size here. CBD is being goofy though. Yeah, I don't think I'm just still kind of seeing if it'll hit our target or not. At the moment, it kind of looks like it still wants to range. Again, I avoid taking trades at the daily point of control. Most of the time, you hold it underneath water. And so it's not really a high probability trade. So we're testing the high. You mean the previous day high? I mean, there is a possibility. There's just not too many market participants at the moment. But it could happen. I do think we're gonna come down though. We'll see if this area holds. ES did come up above support. However, this is very low time frame. Good amount of volume in that. Yeah, not kind of boring volume. It'll be like that sometimes though. I should start playing some tunes when we're waiting for price action. There's short stepping up though. It's not necessarily a trade I would really take. Yeah. We're ranging. We'll see what happens in a few minutes here. Let's take a look at Solana, most heavily shorted coin. I was hoping for it to take out the highs here. Seems to be battling sideways. We'll have to wait and see. If we lose really this wick right here, wouldn't really be a good sign. Let's take a look at 4 hour. Yeah, not really looking the best here. Good amount of buying volume just came in on BitMEX. We'll see what happens within this candle. For some reason I can't get my T size to show up here. Oh, rebuild. Hopefully that doesn't screw up my settings here. I'll have to check back later. It's a work in progress. Alright, we'll see what happens within like the next 2 minutes here. Nothing I can really say too much about the price today for the Bitcoin price. I am leaning towards that we're gonna lose this range though. It's really hard to tell because no one's trading right now. So I wouldn't really bet on shorting it'd be nice if we came up a little bit more, to be honest, and then I would maybe short. We'll have to wait and see though. I think a lot of people just took Friday off. Called in sick. However, just looking at this, there's some absorption going on for bullish side. And then on this guy, I'm seeing pretty good absorption going on here. Really good absorption actually, but again, this chart is still a work in progress. But in situations like these, I usually don't trade, especially when I don't know totally 100% what the hell is going on. So I'd be careful. So that being said, I think I'll call it a stream. I don't want to waste people's time at the moment. So anyways, thanks for watching to the few who are on at the moment. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Feel free to check out the playlist on both Market Cipher and ExoCharts. That I primarily use ExoCharts at the moment. Lot to take in at first, so again, feel free to check out the playlist if you haven't already, and have a good weekend. Try not to get wrecked too much. I do have a feeling we're gonna have a low volume weekend, as per usual, so I avoid trading weekends at all costs really. So take care everyone, bye.